geht vom Hinspiel im Halbfinale einen Einzug ins Endspiel zur deutschen Fußballmeisterschaft. Die Aufrufkinder sind übrigens vom SC Haken und das ist wieder hoch. Also machen wir einen schönen Applaus für die beiden Mannschaften.
Good morning and welcome to live coverage of the Bundesliga A Juniors. We have reached the semi-final and this is the first leg between Hertha Berlin Juniors and Borussia Dortmund Juniors at the Amateurstadion at the Olympia-Gelände. It's the Stadion auf dem Wurfplatz. So the excitement around the junior game is growing in Germany as two big clubs face off in the semis. It is a repeat of last season's final, which was won by Borussia Dortmund by 2-1. So revenge in the air here in Berlin as they look to reach the final. In the other first leg yesterday, Mainz beat Köln by 1-0 in that first leg. So that one wide open going into the second. Let's see what happens here in this first leg of the second semi-final. As Hertha Berlin, they continue to dominate in the northeast region. They were last champions in the Bundesliga back in 2018. They beat Borussia Dortmund in the semis that season. And they've only had one loss in the regular season. They scored 57 goals, an incredible total. Only 16 conceded. So they are the top scorers of all the teams around Germany in the regular season. And it looks as though they're going to get us underway in this semi-final first leg, playing in their home kit, the blue and white stripes. As they could be tired coming into this game. They lost the last time out in the Cup semi-final on penalties. That was an epic to Köln. So they could be tired coming into this one. Let's see how their stamina is under their coach Oliver Reis, who in the week completed his UEFA Pro licence. As for Borussia Dortmund, Mike Tulberg, the Danish coach for them, is unbeaten since he took over, has a phenomenal record in Dortmund. They came out top in the West region. They're the reigning champions overall and looking for their third championship in a row. Absolutely extraordinary. As they've been carried this season by their top scorer Rijkhoff, who has 15 goals, almost half of the 33 scored in total. And unbeaten in the regular season for the second time in a row as well, as they look to go level with Stuttgart and win 10 championships. Well, they've also reached the quarter-finals in the UEFA Youth League before losing to Hajduk Split of Croatia. And these two have played each other 3 times down the years. 2 wins for Borussia Dortmund and only that one loss back in 2018. So let's sit back and watch these youngsters in action. A couple of them do have first team experience. And for Borussia Dortmund especially, look out for Tom Rother, the left back. He is very highly rated at the club. For Hertha Berlin, all eyes will be on Matze, who is playing in a false 9 role up front. As we see Stange, the captain, playing the ball out towards the right-hand side. Slick move coming here as the ball is played up towards Matze by Eichberger. Just trying to cut in from the right-hand side. Made the breakthrough into the first team last season. Couple of appearances. Now Hoffmann. As Hertha Berlin looking to get on the front foot early on. There's a superb tackle there from Ivazi. And now trying to spray the ball out towards the left-hand side there. It's gone out of play. It's a difficult one, this, for Borussia Dortmund. Should they go on the attack and try and settle the two-legged semi-final in the first leg? Or will they keep it tight and try to win their way through in the home leg, which comes on Saturday morning? Well, here they come forward for the first time. Szykaczynski, it's a nice ball out towards the left-hand side for Brunner. Now into the box for Rota. And it's just taken off his foot there by Da Silva Kiala. As it looks as though both teams are going to really go for it here. Great skill out on that right-hand side. Matze trying one early. Let's see this again. The ball is played into him to feet and flicking it with the back heel there. Superbly confident. And that got the fans on their feet here. You can see that the stand there on the opposite side of the ground pretty full for this semi-final. Lovely conditions on this Easter Monday morning. And there's a long throw down the field there looking for Matze. Will come again for Eichberger for the throw. Into the 5th minute, and again the little flick there from Matze. It's very unpredictable, but Collins just reading it, managing to get the ball out for the throw. As we see there, Mike Tulberg, who demands so much of his team, never really satisfied, even though they've gone unbeaten for so long. Under him. As it's a tackle out on the far side, Lubach just trying to keep it tight here. Hertha Berlin trying to pin back their opponents early on. Getting into the corner here, Szykaczynski. And that will be the first corner of the game. Oh, big chance here, perhaps, for Hertha Berlin from this dead ball. As it's Dardai to take the outswinging corner. Son of Pal Dardai, former head coach of the first team. As it's well cleared in the end there by Cisse. Picking up the pieces though is Strasner. And just managing to keep the ball rotating at the back here, Hertha Berlin. And the ball just driven forward there by Da Silva Kiala. Well intercepted. And this is Waltz, and he's just lost the ball there. It's regained immediately by Cisse. Working really hard here, both sets of players early in this semi-final first leg. As the keeper there, Goller, with an enormous clearance downfield. Cisse managing to volley away before Matze could get there. Well, both teams look really up for this one, as you would imagine. Hertha Berlin looking for revenge. Borussia Dortmund looking to continue their dominance at this level in Germany. That's Da Silva Kiala again. Short ball out towards Eichberger. Szykaczynski won't get onto the ball on that right-hand side. Krivsun was over on the far side. Interesting story. Came here from Ukraine, and he's found his way into the youth setup at Borussia Dortmund. As that's well defended by Hertha Berlin as a crunching tackle comes in from Krivsun. And the foul finally coming in on Waltz there from Ivazi. Yeah, just going over the top of the ball. Nothing too malicious. So Collins gets the game restarted here, out towards Cisse. And all the way back to the keeper, Kirsch. And the ball sprayed out towards Rota on the left-hand side. Clipping this one forward was a decent-looking ball. Well read by Da Silva Chiala. Well, Rota, a towering figure at left back, as you can see. And Collins. Cisse again. Nice looking ball. Touch towards the corner here by Krivsun. Doing a lot of good running off the ball. And this is drilled across by Waltz out towards that left-hand side. Bamba having to retreat here, but it's a lovely ball. Now the ball across and it's drilled into the corner. That's the opener from Rykov. Well, he's only needed one chance and he's got the goal. It's a superb finish as well, but what set-up play it was. Bamba dropping deep before rifling the ball through. There's nothing that the defence could do, and it's through the legs of the keeper, Goller. Wow, it's a nice, cool finish from Rykov. And they've got the early leads here, Borussia Dortmund, in this semi-final first leg. It's disappointment there for Oliver Rice, as his team were on the front foot in the opening to this game. But when you've got a man bang in form like that, he just needs a sniff of a chance and it's a goal. And so it has turned out. Well, now Hertha Berlin know what they're really up against now. And has turned this semi-final tie on its head. Stanger here, they'll be looking to the captain to lead from the centre. As Dortmund again winning the ball deep in midfield. This is Brunner. Bamba starting to get on the ball a little more now. Couldn't find Cisse though. Well, it does not look like Borussia Dortmund are going to just sit in there and shut up shop and try and get this 1-0 away win. Still a long way to go in the tie. That's Blank here, feeding the ball back to Kirsch. Long ball up towards midfield. It's just bouncing out of play there, away from Bamba. Throw in comes here for Ivazi. There's just a touch on it there by the midfielder Brunner as the deep cross comes in and well taken by Kirsch. Under a little bit of pressure there. Madza was breaking into the box. And Dortmund playing out from the back here. Well drilled. under Mike Tulberg. As Bamba again on the ball on the right-hand side to take on Hoffmann. He's beaten him there, but he can't beat the next player, Strasner. Oh, tail really up for him at the moment with that assist for Rijkoff's opener. Lubach is keeping the ball safe there in midfield. No need to make a risky pass. He's continued his run out towards the left-hand side, and that's lovely link-up play with Rothe. Now Brunner right in the corner, twisting and turning, and well, he's gone down and he's clutching his face here. Not sure how much contact was really made there. It's a little swipe there from Eichberger. Well, it was an unfortunate one as he takes the throw in, and good sportsmanship there. Throwing the ball back to Hertha Berlin. There was no foul. And Hoffmann back to Goller. As Hertha Berlin looked to recover from that shock of going behind on 10 minutes. Oh, no pressure on the goalkeeper Kirsch here. Once he passes it out though towards Collins, immediately mats in his face. And the ball to be played up the line. It's a long high ball towards Bamba. Just held off there by the defender though, Hoffmann. As there's a poor pass out there by Goller. It's almost pounced upon by Brunner. And it's just scrambled away in the end. Quarter of an hour gone, and Hertha Berlin, just a little bit of panic there shown at the back. They've got away with it though. Dortmund have the possession. It's a fine ball out towards Bamba. And it's a low ball in towards the far stick, and that's 2-0. Well, that combination again of Bamba and Rijkoff, absolutely devastating. That's his second of the game, and I don't remember him touching the ball too many more times. But Bamba, it's a wicked ball. Nothing the defender or goalkeepers could do about that. Superbly done. And Borussia Dortmund well in control here. As you can see though, Mike Tulberg wants even more from his team. They've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal. But that's 2 assists for Bamba, 2 goals for Rijkoff. And they're flying here on this Easter Monday morning in the first leg of the semi-final. Trying to put the tie to bed as early as possible, and Hertha Berlin, well, they're all over the shop at the moment. The ball just played out there by Da Silva Kiala with no pressure. A superb away performance so far from Borussia Dortmund. It is still early days though. As they've got themselves a free kick now, the away team. Looks as though it will be Brunner to play it in, and the flick, and it's ended up in the back of the net again. I don't believe it. 17 minutes, it's a hat-trick already for Rijkoff. Wow, he's absolutely deadly in that penalty area. It's in fact Lubach who gets it in, and it's a very uncomfortable one for the goalkeeper. It's just flicked towards goal off the post and is completely bamboozled. Well, 3-0 Dortmund, and you've got to think that that's the tie done and dusted with only 17 minutes on the clock in the first leg. And they've got to keep their focus here, Borussia Dortmund. They can't take their eye off the ball. Hertha Berlin are far too dangerous for that with the likes of Madser, if they can get him into the game more now. But an absolutely incredible start to this game. Hat-trick from Rijkoff. That time not assisted by Bamba. There's a long bouncing ball here towards Goller, who's had a nightmare start to the game, conceding those 3 goals. Well, 3 goals in 7 minutes from Rijkoff. Well, of course, the first team coaches will be keeping a close eye on these players. And Rijkoff could certainly be the next one on the production line for Borussia Dortmund. As I mentioned, though, he's barely touched the ball other than that, but he's got 3 goals to his name. As Tom Reuter shows his strength there, and then just passing the ball back coolly to Kirsch, trusting his goalkeeper. As now Dardai tries to play the ball out towards the right-hand side, but look at the work rate from Borussia Dortmund. They're not giving the hosts any space at all, just squeezing the life out of them. As we're about to come up to 20 minutes played, and that scoreline is correct. Hertha Berlin 0, Borussia Dortmund 3 already. A real shock to the system for Hertha Berlin. As here they come on the attack. It's a sliding challenge just to get it away. Cisse couldn't hold on to possession, though, on that occasion. And the chance here for Mendes. And the ball is broken here for Borussia Dortmund again. Rijkoff just trying to hold the ball up with his back to goal. Was given a little bit of a shove there in midfield, but play goes on. As perhaps Hertha Berlin are feeling a little leggy after that cup semi-final last week, which I mentioned. It went to extra time and an epic penalty shootout, which they lost 10-9. As Mendes just dribbling in field. Good pace shown there from him. And the foul in the end coming from Krivsund. It's just knocked out towards the right wing and blocked by the defender. Reuter out for the corner for Hertha Berlin. Chance perhaps here for them to get a goal back. Coming up towards the midway point in the first half. It will be Dardai to take. Another outswinger. It's a high one, and it's just flicked away there by Cisse. Only as far as Ivazi, though. He's trying to get the space to get the shot in. Rijkoff, though, helping out at the back, doing well. And it's cleared by Borussia Dortmund. Strasner. Hoffmann. Across here to Silva Kiala. That's a decent looking ball towards the box, and it's very good defending indeed. Another corner though for Hertha Berlin. They're starting to get back into the game here. And it was Blank who got the ball away in the end, just having to stretch. Dardai again. And it's a low one towards the near post this time, looking for the flick on, but it's gone behind for the goal kick. It was Stanger, the captain, who was up there. As now we see Kirsch just trying to slow down the pace of the game. This team are leading 3-0 away from home in the first leg. No need for them to really go flying forward anymore in this game. Keep it tight, make sure of the win, keep the clean sheet. And perhaps they can pick off Hertha Berlin though in situations like this as the ball is fed forward again. Next shot comes in, it's just deflected on its way through. And hacked clear by Hertha Berlin. But you just get the feeling that the goal scoring is not over yet. As we see more passion on the sidelines from Mike Tulberg. As a crunching challenge comes in again there from Krivsson. Winning the ball cleanly though. Rota on the ball. In the end though, I think it was Bamba couldn't get away from his man. And the ball into the centre for Hoffmann of Hertha Berlin. Reichhoff just starting the press there and forcing Hertha to go back to Goller in goal. Back for Hoffmann here in plenty of space this time. And decides to dribble into midfield. Strasner. Bamba right in his face there, forcing Hertha Berlin back to the rear guard again. As it's another nice ball popped over the top on that right-hand side. First time cross. And some defending here for Cisse to do. Strasner. And Ivazi going for goal from just outside the box. And forcing the save from Kirsch. Ivazi trying to get more out of his teammates. Well, it was just palmed out by the keeper there. Mendes was closing in, hoping for a tap in, but the keeper had it covered in the end. Well, a decent enough reaction from Hertha Berlin to going 3-0 down. With only 17 minutes played. Reichhoff with the hat-trick already. 10 minutes, 16 minutes and 17 minutes. Quick fire to put his team in control of the semi-final. As there's a little bit of a mistake there in defence, the ball is a cross goal, and in the end, away by Cisse. Well, Borussia Dortmund there just showing a lack of focus at the back, and it's almost pounced upon there by Szykaczynski. Well, it's those kind of chances that you need to use when you're 3-0 down. Just not the clinical finish there from Szykaczynski, as we saw from Reichhoff. at the other end. And they come again though, Hertha Berlin, but the ball threaded through by Mendes. Not to feet of Matza. As it's Rota just gets his feet in a little bit of a tangle there. Szykaczynski doing the right thing, just trying to chip it over the goalkeeper. Managed to get it over the challenge of the defender, but it ended up wide of the goal. It was a tight angle for him. I think he did the right thing. Rote again, a little bit of lack of concentration. Very unlike him. As Brunner gets the ball out on the left-hand side. Rote again, this time a safe pass. They're trying to link up here, Borussia Dortmund. The ball just played too far ahead of Rote, who was trying to break forward. Good work again from Bamba, just unlucky though. The ball falling again for Strasner. Ball volleyed downfield and Hertha Berlin will get the possession again. Through Ivazi and looking for that ball down the right-hand side again. Well, that's the problem for them. They've got to head forward as quickly as possible. Harried into trying risky Hollywood-style balls. And that's playing straight into Borussia Dortmund's hands here. At 3-0 up. And that's good defending from Rote. That's better. It was an awkward ball to defend. Got it away from Szykaczynski though. Dardai. And a misplaced pass. Could send Dortmund away again, but it's a cracking interception from Mendes. However, here come Dortmund again. They're going to go all the way back to the defence. Playing up through midfield. And a long ball drilled forwards and the interception there, an important one from Strasner with Bamba just lurking. Looking for the free kick there, Borussia Dortmund. They don't get it in the centre circle. There's another strong challenge coming in. And the referee waving play on. A couple of boos around the stadium as Matza goes down. A strong but clean challenge by the looks of it from Blank. This is Kirsch. Get the game back underway here. Just waiting before picking the ball up. And Reichhoff trying a turn on the halfway line, giving it away. He's been the star of the show so far with that hat-trick. Inside the opening 17 minutes, took him just 7 minutes to bang in 3 between the 10th and 17th minute. As that's a good ball down the left-hand side this time for Hertha Berlin. They could be in here, into the box. The ball was rolled across the 6-yard area and away at the far post. The shot on the follow-up is blocked and away by Rothe. It was Madza who tried to get the shot in the first instance. Bamba decided not to head down the line. I think there's a player down at the other end of the field. Madza again is feeling it. Well, they won't want to lose the man playing up front for them here, Hertha Berlin. Holding his knee. He was down after a challenge from Blank not long ago. And then this one here, deciding to play on. And perhaps just jarring his knee there as he played the ball across. And we see some desperate defending from Borussia Dortmund to get it away. And it looks as though the physios are happy enough with him as the youngsters from Borussia Dortmund come together at the sidelines. And he's limping off here, Madza. He's going to get some more treatment, but I think he's going to be okay to continue. We've got just over 10 minutes remaining in this first half. Hertha Berlin 3-0 down at home to Borussia Dortmund in the first leg. Well, away goals don't count, remember, anymore. However, that is a massive advantage already for the away side. And difficult enough to beat as it is, let alone giving them a 3-0 start. 17 minutes into a two-legged tie. This is Collins, the captain. And he's spotted the forward run of Rothe. Couldn't quite bring the ball down. As the ball's just gone out of play there for the throw to Hertha Berlin. So Sandro Schwarz, the Hertha Berlin first team coach in the stands, keeping a close eye on the youngsters here for his club. I wonder who's catching his eye at the moment. A little bit of miscontrol there. Out on the far side, and a collision as well between the two players. Breaking play again. Rothe. Oof. It's a really heavy one. I think it's Shikazinski. Or Dardai, in fact. And when it's a head injury, it's always a worry. Rothe really looks in some trouble. Went to the steps on that far side initially, but he's now gone down. And it looks as though he's been caught in the face there. Didn't see the opponent coming. Dada is ready to go, just coming to check on his opponent there. Looks as though it's a bloodied nose for the left back here. Pal Dardai there in shot, watching one of his sons playing here in this Bundesliga semi-final. Very proud of the breakthrough. And play continuing now. And Strasner tries just to play that ball through. It was a decent idea there, just a little bit of a heavy touch from Mendes. There's a ball bouncing in midfield. No one can really get the ball under control until Bamba takes over. And he's just been taken down there by Stange. Just nudging it away. I think he knew he was running into trouble, winning the free kick. There's water, well, it's the cut above the eye. As Kurzinets will be coming on for Tom Reuter. Well, there's no point in risking him, as we see the first change made in the game due to injury. Oh, Kurz needs a decent player to bring on as well for the injured Reuter. Perhaps not the experience, but another one on the production line for Borussia Dortmund. Oh, that's strong play. Cisse just turning away from his man, but then giving the ball away again. Now Dardai into the box here. Can he get a shot away? Goes for the pass for Stange, and I think it just sat up there as the captain took the shot on. It meant it looped up into the arms there of Kirsch. As in fact the ball had gone out of play. Well, everyone thought that Kirsch just took it. In fact, going over the line with the ball, and that's a corner. Oh, it's Dardai to take this one. Can they punish Borussia Dortmund, perhaps, for that little lapse? It's towards the near post. It's deflected on its way through. And blocked and out by Borussia Dortmund. Just coming under a little bit of pressure here, coming towards the end of the first half. 4 minutes to go. Eichberger with the short pass. Hoffmann. Borussia Dortmund still working so hard off the ball to close down any gaps. Not giving Hertha Berlin any space here on their home ground. And that's good defending. Brunner getting back there just to shield the ball out. Here is that decision. It's just a little bit of misjudgment there, really, from Kirsch. He thought the ball had already gone out. In fact, when he caught it, the whole ball wasn't over the whole line. Therefore, the corner. You could tell that by the applause around the ground that those kind of things are going to have to work in Hertha Berlin's favour. They haven't had a great deal to cheer so far, the home fans. As Julian Reichhoff has put them to the sword with that hat-trick inside the opening 17 minutes. As we see here, Hoffmann is now down. A couple of injuries in this first half as he's just caught there by Rijkoff as he made the clearance. And the physios with plenty to do, and there should be, I would say, 3 or 4 minutes to be added at the end of this first half. Well, we've seen Tom Reuter forced off with a facial injury already. The camera panning across again towards Sandro Schwarz. And it looks as though Hoffmann is ready to go again, just on the sidelines, waiting to come back on. Borussia Dortmund get us going again in the meantime. Andy Collins. Needs with the long ball down the field. And that should be shielded out of play there by Strasner. As we take into the final minute of the first half. And it's been the Rijkoff show so far. He's not really been on the ball that often, but when he has, he's generally put the ball in the back of the net. Getting the opener after 10 minutes, drilling the ball through the goalkeeper's legs for 1-0. The second goal coming on 16 minutes as Bamba played a wicked ball across towards the far stick. There he was lurking for the tap in. And the third following a minute later. The ball played in from a free kick. And somehow getting his head or something on it. And beating the keeper off the post. A marvellous hat-trick. As here they come again. And the ball played across there towards Brunner, just blocked by the defender. It was Grivsund who was making the break. As we're into time added on, there will be 3 minutes. As Dortmund will be very, very happy with this first half performance. 3-0 up at their rivals Hertha Berlin in this semi-final first leg in the Bundesliga. Of course, they are playing for the right to face either Mainz or Köln in the final. The second leg in this game will be on Saturday morning. And it's a mammoth challenge for Hertha Berlin from here. With quarter of the tie gone. Already 3-0 down. They have shown good heart. Trying to make a game of it. They've had a couple of efforts which have been just scrambled clear by Borussia Dortmund. And the ball won back well by the black and yellows, and it's a good run downfield from Brunner. Trying to put Hertha Berlin on the back foot here, coming towards the half-time whistle. Gola. This is Hoffmann. Short ball for Ivazi. Perhaps they need to get Ivazi and Madza on the ball a little more, as that's flicked out towards the right-hand side. Szykanowski, as the flag goes up. The defender says it was shoulder to shoulder, Cisse. Well, a little more than that, a trip as well. In fact, it was Bamba. Oh, this could be the final action of the first half and a chance for Hertha Berlin to get the ball into the box again. Dortmund have looked decent from defending set pieces. So far, Pal Dardai has had many opportunities from corners and free kicks. Not created much so far, though. And Borussia Dortmund will be looking to get this clear and head into the dressing room with a 3-0 lead under their belts. But can Hertha Berlin maybe give them the jitters with a goal back? Let's see here. It's played in and headed away rather easily by Dortmund. Rijkhoff completing the clearance. And that's the half-time whistle as it's 3-0 here to Borussia Dortmund away from home. Julian Rijkhoff with a hat-trick in the opening 17 minutes, putting them well on the way to the final already. But join us in 15 minutes or so to see what happens in the second half. Welcome back to the second half of this Bundesliga A Juniors semi-final first leg between Hertha Berlin Juniors and Borussia Dortmund Juniors. At half-time, it's already 3-0 to the away side. Borussia Dortmund really putting Hertha Berlin to the sword in the opening 17 minutes, as the striker Rykov helped himself to a hat-trick in only 7 minutes between the 10th and 17th. He barely touched the ball up until that point, but rifled home the first on 10 minutes. He was lurking at the far post for a cracking cross from Bamba to make it 2. And the third, a header from a free kick. And, well, you might think that that's the tie over already. But Hertha Berlin showed courage to try and come forward and make a game of it for the rest of the first half. Borussia Dortmund quite happy just to defend and hit them on the break. But I'm pretty sure that that's not the end of the goal scoring in this first leg. Of course, the second leg coming up as well on Saturday morning. So still a long, long way to go yet, but it's a massive advantage for Borussia Dortmund that they've got here already, thanks to their striker, Rykov. The only blow for them so far, they lost the left-back Tom Reuter to a facial injury early in the game. Kortzenitz coming on to replace him. Hertha Berlin, though, they do have their top scorer Gunduz on the bench, ready to come on. And I would imagine that we will see him. He's got 12 goals this season. But it's Oliver Rice. A lot of work for him to do. But everything going the way of Borussia Dortmund at the moment. Mike Tulberg, though, as I said at the start of the programme, he's never really satisfied despite being unbeaten since he took over. He will demand even more from his team. And let's see what happens in this second half. Just a little bit of a delay by the looks of it to the start. As finally the referee and his assistants appear. Just getting a little bit of news there about that delay. They had problems with their headsets over the break, and hence why we're starting 3 or 4 minutes later than planned. As it will be Dortmund to get us underway with the second half here. 3-0 up, away from home in the first leg, as they are fighting to play in the final once again and make it 3 in a row, perhaps, in the Bundesliga. They will face either Mainz or Köln in the final. It was 1-0 yesterday to Mainz in the first leg. Surely Hertha Berlin here have just got to throw everything forward. Even though there is the second leg to come, they need to close that 3-goal gap on Borussia Dortmund to give themselves real hope of getting to the final. So De Silva Chiala, just with the short pass, gets it back again. This is the captain, Stange. Eichberger, they need to have him on the ball more. Waltz, though, just stepping in there to take it away from him. Schikazinski just leaving the throw for Eichberger. Now Hoffmann, who's got over his knock that he picked up in the first half. Trying to spray the ball out towards the left-hand side there for Strasner. Just overcooking it. And Strasner again. There's been a quiet start to the second half here. Dortmund just sitting off their opponents. As Krivsund tries to come across, and then Bamba with the foul. He's got 2 assists to his name in the game so far. And a typical forwards challenge really coming in on Strasner. The ball had long gone. Just getting a warning from the referee. No need to pull the yellow card out for the first time for that one. Eichberger feeding the ball forward up towards Dadai, and the ball across here, and that's really well taken by Kish. Shikazinski trying to deliver, and immediately the ball downfield towards the hat-trick man Rykhoff, holding the ball up now out towards the left for Brunner, the under-17 player. Norley, but promotion to the under-19s. There's Avazi here, sitting deep, trying to find Dadai and failing to do so, and that could set Dortmund on the counter-attack. Kurkuznets there, unable to get on the return ball. Hold-up play again from Madser here, and he's gone down under the challenge from Waltz, and he's stayed down again. He's really been in the wars today, that false 9, and he's caught there. It's an uncomfortable looking one, perhaps a dead leg, as we see the knee making contact with the thigh here. There's just a tangle of legs in there. And again, he's getting treatment on the knee that he jarred in the first half. And the physio, well, giving the signal that he needs to be substituted here. That's a blow for Hertha Berlin, and you'd have to think as well he won't make it in time for the second leg on Saturday. Well, you'd expect Gunduz to come on now, surely. Oh, only 5 minutes into the second half here of this first leg. Massa off, Gunduz on. The top scorer in the regular season with 12 goals, and they'll really need him to hit the heights here. As Massa goes off, and well, he's got a heavily strapped right knee there. Hope it's nothing too serious. Well, the first change then made here by Hertha Berlin, as Tierman Gunduz comes on for Ibrahim Matza. Well, another dangerous player to bring on at least. Some surprise that he didn't make it into the starting lineup. Well, he did play a lot of football last week in the Cup semi-final. Went to penalties before losing in an epic penalty shootout to Köln. And a long ball forward. Shikazinski is just shoved over by the defender there. Kortzinets. A dangerous looking position for a free kick. Eichberger standing over this one rather than Dardai. Well, everyone back defending for Dortmund, including the man Reichhoff, who has a hat-trick in the game. Krivsum getting it away. Short throw right in the corner here for Hertha Berlin before the ball is delivered in, and it's an easy one. Catching practice really for Kirsch in the end. And playing out from the back again, Borussia Dortmund. As the tackle comes in on Krivsum. And it's the kind of passion that Hertha Berlin need if they're to get back into this game at all. Reichhoff just trying to flick it on towards Brunner. Oh, the clearance from Golap. Feeding it down towards Shikazinski. And that's a lovely piece of play there from Dardai, but it's broken down, and perhaps the counter will be led here by Bamba. Just to take on Strasner. He's beaten him here. Low ball in, and that's good defending, but it's been gifted away again. And the shot from Cisse is blocked in the end. Chaos back there as the ball back in. The layoff from Reichhoff, and in the end, the shot there from Krivsum was just leaning back as it came to him. And a real let-off there for Hertha Berlin. Playing with fire there, inviting Dortmund onto them. And the next long ball forward from Hertha Berlin. They're looking to hit it forward as soon as possible in this second half. As it's well cleared ahead of Shikazinski. Now Gunders on the ball for the first time, and it's taken off him by Waltz, playing a very disciplined role in defensive midfield. And brought down in the end by Dardai. It's a free kick. Taken short to Collins. Lubach, whose ball in from the free kick, created the hat-trick goal for Reichhoff in that first half, the 17th minute. As we're 10 minutes into the second half now. Lubach, short ball out towards the right for Bamba, dropping deep here. Kirsch towards the left-hand side there for Kortzinets. Krivsum playing it calmly back to Blank. And Kirsch will go the other way this time. Bit of a heavy touch there from Cisse. Might let Hertha Berlin in. Strasner couldn't find a blue and white shirt though in the centre with his cross. Reichhoff just thought he could leave it for Cisse. In the end, Gunders gets on the ball. And playing it out towards the right now for Shikazinski. And again, Borussia Dortmund just harrying and chasing them back. Now, Ivazi. And it's a good-looking ball. Difficult to control, though. He's finally brought it down. And then it's Lubach who could get it clear. Brunner with the layoff there. And Dardai getting across just ahead of Waltz. Well, it's a really intense second half here. As Hertha Berlin look to get back into it, they need to get minimum one consolation goal, you would think. As we see Lazarikin, the Borussia Dortmund legend, looking on from the sidelines. At the moment, Hertha Berlin, those little balls through from them just being picked off by Borussia Dortmund. Dardai, good hold-up play from him, just harried by Waltz. Szykaczynski. Well, they've seen plenty of the ball now, Hertha Berlin, not really hurting Dortmund. As the aerial challenge is won by Kortsniets. Brunner winning the throw in. Waltz there just having words with Kortsniets just to keep possession better. He's out for the throw. Free kick in the centre here to be taken by Arvazi. It's taken short to Da Silva Kiala. And Da Silva Kiala again. Right in his face there was Krivsun. Richberger couldn't get on the end of that ball. And they have to work it back to Goller on the edge of his own box. That's a nice ball out towards the left-hand side now. Mendes is going inside Bamba. And quick feet from him. Strasner. Da Silva Kiala deciding to dribble forward, and he's won the free kick there from Lubach. Dynamic play from the centre-back, and clearly caught. Dardai standing over the free kick here as Kirsch just adjusting the two-man wall. Rykov and Kortsniets in there. Ooh, Dardai flick this in, or will it be a shot? It's a cross-come shot really in the end from Strasner and headed over the bar. The head's going up, and in the end I think it's Collins who gets the final touch. Oh, in fact, it's Lubach. So the next corner for Dardai. A really high one, and taken exactly what Borussia Dortmund need there from Kirsch. Good control of his penalty area. And finding the distribution as well, the goalkeeper there to set Kortsniets away. Krivsun managing somehow to keep possession under pressure. And the out ball to Bamba. Well, was devastating in the first half with those two assists for Rykov. Skipping in field as the handball is given, and it's a yellow card as well for Brunner. That's the first yellow card of this semi-final first leg. Just over an hour gone. half an hour remaining here in this first leg for Hertha Berlin to give themselves hope for the second on Saturday. Fortunately for them, they've lost Madza, who's so important to them. Gundel's now on. He's not really got into the game as yet. Although Shikazinski has some space here on the right-hand side. He's forced to go back, though, to Ivazi. Now Hoffmann. Ivazi again. Hoffmann. And it's a decent-looking ball towards the byline. In the end, Bamba tracking back against his man, doing very well indeed. Well, as devastating as he was in the first half, in the final third, doing a lot of work in a defensive way. Now, showing both sides of his game. As Collins almost playing Cissé into trouble there. In the end, though, the ball comes off Shikazinski for the goal kick, and they can try again here, Borussia Dortmund. Well, you just get the feeling that Borussia Dortmund are happy with how this is going. Not really being hurt at the moment by Hertha Berlin at all, and they've got that free goal lead to sit on. Still working very, very hard, though. As Rykov just thought he had a sniff of getting the ball there off the defender, Stange. Da Silva Kiala back for Hoffmann. Oliver Rice has clearly sent his team out on the attack in this second half. He'll be happier than in the first. As the yellow card is flashed here towards Bamba now of Borussia Dortmund. Just tugging back his man here, Strasner, and having a little nibble there as well. A clip of the ankles, and that's a yellow card. 25 minutes to go. The ball is just allowed to run there by Gunduz, but it's well picked up by Kortnietz. Good anticipation. And a throw down the line by the same player. Krivsun trying to feed it through towards Brunner. As they're not really flooding forward, Borussia Dortmund, once they get up towards the final third. Just waiting for their moment, I think. No real hurry. They're showing good game management to keep this 3-0 scoreline intact. As Collins steps in strongly. And going on a run down the right wing, it breaks away from him as the long ball is played towards Brunner. Loops ball forward, and Collins getting there again. Eichberger. Well tackled by Krevsun. Hoffmann allowed to run up into midfield now. And strong defending again from Dortmund. So difficult to break down the away side. And you can see why they're gunning for 3 championships in a row. And there's Collins there. That's just a bit of a slack clearance from him, just slipping, but he's recovered well. And Blank couldn't quite get it away. And that's an excellent block in the end. I think it was Lubach getting back there. We see just a little bit of feistiness there from Mike Thalberg, and he's shown the yellow card as well, just as he's about to make a double switch. Well, Brunner is going to be one player coming off, Kriv soon the other. As we see Vetien coming on. One switch being made there. And the other Campbell. So fresh legs then as Cole Campbell comes on. Born in the United States, Cole Campbell, but playing for the youth sides for Iceland. And let's see what he can do here. Svetien is the captain of the under-17s normally. Also getting the promotion to the under-19s. With 20 minutes to go. As you see Campbell getting involved immediately there. Trying to show physicality in midfield. Eichberger dropping really deep. That's not where he can trouble Borussia Dortmund. They'll be happy that they forced Hertha Berlin back here. As Vetien doing well, showing good skill. Before the ball is played just wide of him. And a free kick there given away right in front of the referee. Lubach coming in a little hard there on Shikazinski. Still that early hat-trick from Rijkhoff, the difference here in this 3-0 lead for Dortmund. The 10th minute, the 16th and the 17th. Hat-trick inside 7 minutes. Ivazi gets it onto his left foot, has a crack, which is blocked. And perhaps this is a chance that Borussia Dortmund have been waiting for. Campbell, fresh legs, and as he dribbles infield, it's just picked off by Dardai. Well, perhaps the match just starting to open up again here after a tight opening 25 minutes. Long ball forward. And it looks as though Stanger has just pushed forward into a forward position from defensive midfield, the captain, to try and give them a bit more of a target man to play with. Gunduz can't really play that role. And they've got to go for broke, really. Hertha Berlin. Only 18 minutes remaining of this first leg in the semi-final. And they'll make the trip to Dortmund on Saturday morning with renewed hope. However, here we go again, Dortmund flooding forward this time. Vetien has got Rijkhoff to his right-hand side, gets the shot in. It ends up in the back of the net, but it's an offside flag raised against him. But that just goes to show the danger of Borussia Dortmund, and the yellow card now shown to Ivazi in the build-up to that chance from Borussia Dortmund, as we see here going in at knee height on the sub Vetien. Didn't go down. However, the referee just pulling it back for the yellow card in the lead up to that offside chance for Rijkhoff. But you could see again there, managing to finish it. Didn't know the flag was up against him. He's so clinical. Not really getting involved in any build-up. Just waiting for his chance. Kaczynski being forced to pass backwards again. Gunduz dropping deep. As Namdi Collins again stepping in against Strasner. Looks like an excellent defender. You feel he'll break into the first team picture soon. Has made occasional appearances in friendlies, etc. As Rijkhoff here wrestling for the ball, and in the end the free kick given against him. Just a little too physical. Just over a quarter of an hour remaining now. Next ball in, it's flicked here onto the roof of the net there by Stanger. That's what I was talking about. Just that little bit of extra height for Dardai to aim for. And he read the flight of the ball well, but just getting underneath it in the end. And that could add another dimension to the attack here for Hertha. Eichberger. And the next ball in is a dangerous one as well. Everyone left it though. And it didn't quite fall for Mendes. And he's won the corner though. Cisse, well, I can understand why Cisse thinks that should be a goal kick. Very difficult to see though, as the corner eventually comes in towards the near post. Was a good take. Scrambled clear again by Borussia Dortmund. It's been good pressure from Hertha Berlin. Good possession, but not really creating too many clear-cut opportunities to get a consolation goal back, and then a poor ball there towards Eichberger. That will not help their cause at all. And Oliver Rice won't be happy. As Vetien again tries to get away. Gunduz showing his strength there. Shoving over Lubach as he kept the ball and then sloppily playing it out for the throw to Borussia Dortmund. Well, it's just not been their day, Hertha Berlin, really. Little mistakes like that. As Blank steps in there, Finds Bamba on the left wing. He's just got a little bit of space here. He plays the ball towards Rijkoff once again. Always looking for the striker if possible, but on this occasion, with his back to goal, just losing his footing there. The man with a hat-trick. As it looks as though Bamba has taken a blow to the back of the head as he made the pass towards Rijkoff. Just helped to his feet in the end. I think he's going to be okay without any treatment. It's an accidental collision there after the tackle had came in. And you can see the referee waving away any penalty appeal. There wasn't too much of one from Rijkoff, in fairness. As we've got 12 minutes to go. Just a quick stoppage here. As it looks like Michael Brink is going to come on here for Hertha Berlin for the final just over 10 minutes. Quick stoppage here, and some of the players wondering what's going on. As we see the Hertha Berlin home fans, not much to cheer for their team today. 3-0 down early. And the referee in discussion here with the Dortmund captain, Collins. I think as to how the restart should be made. It will be a throw for Dortmund, but I expect they will give possession back to Hertha Berlin. So Michael Brink has come on for Ivazi. So let's see if he can open up the Borussia Dortmund defence here in the final 10 minutes now. After that 2-minute stoppage. Still not got back underway here. And finally that is confirmed. Once again, it's because of problems between the communications, the referee and his assistants. The headset again not working as it should do, as at half-time. And finally, away we go again. The throw there from Bamba to Rijkoff, and then pass straight back to the goalkeeper, Goller. Let's see if Hertha Berlin can provide a grandstand finish to this game. Michael Brink with his first pass. It's just sliced there as he tried to play it first time. Dortmund coming away with the ball. Rijkoff dropping deep just to flick the ball there for Lubach, and now a searching ball towards Bamba. Decent defending though. Eichberger dropping back there. But always a threat, Bamba, with that direct pace and running. And here he is again, chesting the ball down. Dortmund fans dotted around the stadium here, cheering on their team away from home and very satisfied with the scoreline at the moment, 3-0 in the first leg of the semi-final. 3 goals coming in the opening 17 minutes, remember. And they've held on pretty comfortably to the lead as well. Gunduz gets it again. Eichberger. Michael Brink pointing where he wants it. He flicks it on here. And the ball is lost inside the penalty area. This is Lubach now trying to carry the ball forward and finding here the run of Campbell. Sliding the ball through towards Bamba. Chance perhaps for him to find Rykov again. Of course, he's towards the 6-yard area. Loses the ball initially, then goes down in the penalty area. And again, the referee waving away any potential penalty appeal. And he stayed down as well. Kortsniet's putting it out of play so he can get some treatment. No, I think he went down rather easily there, Bamba. It's been a stop-start second half with injuries and problems with the technical equipment of the referee and his assistants. And a chance for the players to get some fluids on board. And it looks as though Dortmund are going to make another double change with Leon Simic coming on, as well as Ono Frietti. Lubach, one player withdrawn. A young Italian coming on in Ono Frietti. And Bamba also being taken off after a couple of knocks in this second half for Simic. Simic, who often plays for the second team in the third league of German football. Next long clearance here from Kirsch. And that's good midfield play here from Vetien, looking immediately for Rykov again, who's brought down. 5 minutes to go, plus a lot of stoppage time. I would imagine 5 minutes this time because of all those injuries, treatments, and the problem with the headsets. Referee indicating he was adding on all the time possible while that problem was sorted out. And that's Collins. Looks to pick the pass out towards the right-hand side. He's managed to do so as well. Although the heavy touch in the end. And that's goal kick for Hertha Berlin, taken immediately. No time like the present for Hertha Berlin at the moment. 3-0 down at home in the first leg. As it's sprayed out towards the right. And we see another heavy touch coming in from Shikazinski. Perhaps the stamina starting to wane now for the home team. Rykov manages to nudge it out towards the right-hand side. It's back to him. Chance for 4, and it is 4. Goodness me, 87 minutes. He adds to his tally in this game. Absolutely deadly, the striker. As once he was in there, so calm as well. Took his time before finding the bottom corner. He starts the move here, finding Ono Frietti. looked as though he was going to take the shot on. Instead, slid it for Rijkoff. And it's 4-0 to Borussia Dortmund. It's 4 goals as well for Rijkoff. Absolutely clinical, but it was so easy against the Hertha Berlin defence, really. Well, you've got to say this is only the first leg, but surely Borussia Dortmund have more than 1 foot in the final. They will face either Mainz or Köln, going for their 3rd championship in a row. But what a statement this is. The second leg, of course, on Saturday. And you've got to say this is a real hammer blow for Hertha Berlin. Can't see a way back for them from this unless there's something extraordinary in the rest of the tie. Rijkoff, the kind of player who just loves scoring goals. Not getting too involved in the build-up, although he did start and finish that move. 4 goals to his name today. The match winner extraordinaire for Borussia Dortmund. It's exactly what Mike Tulberg was looking for today. Remaining unbeaten since he took over. And this is a drubbing in this repeat of last season's final, which was a much tighter game. As we're into the final minute of the 90 now, let's see how much time added on there will be. I would say 5 minutes minimum, as the misery will continue for the home side. As Borussia Dortmund have just been that bit sharper in the final third. And when it's come to defending, they've been solid as a rock, really, with the likes of Collins, the captain, really showing them the way forward. They recovered from the blow of losing Tom Reuter at left back, as 7 minutes will be added on. Oh, that's a very understandable decision from the 4th official. And again, the stamina from Hertha Berlin. I said in the lead up to the 4th goal they were waning. Not sure they'll appreciate a 7-minute run out here for stoppage time, as the goalkeeper is forced under pressure there to take the ball goal up. Great performance from Borussia Dortmund, away from home as well. Kaczynski, it's a dangerous ball in, and almost finding the head there of Stange. In the end, the ball just drifts out of play, and there's a little bit of cramp here coming towards the end of the match. In fact, it was Gunduz who was in there. Perhaps if it had been Stange, might have got his head to it. Not really the game of Gunduz to be heading balls into the net, high balls into the box. As now the chance for the shots here from Gunduz. That's what he can do, running at the defence and then firing in a shot from distance. And in fact, sorry, it was Strasner who took it on, but well off target in the end. Well, they've got to really improve their performance, Hertha Berlin, coming into the second leg away from home. You know, have to say, in that match, though, they've got absolutely nothing to lose and all to gain, really. They may as well just go for it from the off and see what Borussia Dortmund are made of, as Rijkoff there goes for the chip from near the halfway line, but the whistle had already gone. And he's going to be yellow carded here, the striker, for kicking the ball away from the referee's point of view. I'm not really sure about that one, as the foul was given there. And, well, he knew exactly what he wanted to do, Rijkoff, trying to lob the keeper. So I think that's a very harsh yellow card indeed, as Dardai now is withdrawn at the end, and Gottschalk will come on just for a run out for the final 4 minutes of time added on. Pal Dardai, his father, in the stands there, will be happy with his son's performance today, despite the drubbing that his team have suffered. As now Szykaczynski is down. Well, it's been quite a physical match. It's been a pretty fair one. As we see Szykaczynski there, just the sandwich between Waltz and Simic. And a free kick on the right-hand side. Perhaps a chance for Hertha Berlin to pull one goal back here. Szykaczynski looks like he's in a bit of trouble. He's absolutely exhausted by the looks of it. As he tries to get back to his feet, but he's struggling as he hobbles off. Well, again, Kirsch there, organising his defence. Simic and Rijkoff in the wall. As they're well lined up, the black and yellow defence. They've just had that little bit too much for Hertha Berlin today. As the free kick comes in, I think it was a shot on goal, but it's so easily dealt with by Kirsch. So 5 minutes into 7 of stoppage time here, bowling the ball out. Not showing too much willing to burst forward to get number 5 here. He seems happy enough with 3. But that 4, just the cherry on the cake for them, as Rijkoff, the 4-goal man, getting all the goals today, tries to put the pressure on Goller. As we've got just over 90 seconds remaining here. Hertha Berlin trying to feed the ball forward. Kortsied's there just being caught as he stepped in. It's a tired-looking challenge, really, from Szykaczynski. As the ball is sprayed upfield by Blank. Well, 4-0 in this first leg. You think the tie is over, really. It's got to be. Not too much hope in the second leg on Saturday for Hertha Berlin. But you never know. Miracles have happened, and they will see this as a perhaps inspiration for them, with Dortmund coming here and scoring 3 quick-fire goals in the opening 17 minutes. They will aim to repeat that and then really put the pressure on. If they can get an early goal in the second leg, anything's possible. They've really got to go for it in the second leg, as we see a late challenge come in. It will be a yellow card for Da Silva Chiala, catching Onofrietti, who since he's come on has looked bright, got the assist for the 4th goal for Rijkoff. as this will be the final action surely here. Kortsniets with the free kick. He'll play it towards the corner. It's brought down by Rykov, who is surely the man of the match. As Hertha Berlin, one more chance perhaps for them. And the tackle in midfield from Vittien. Let's look at the work rate here from Onofrieti. As the full-time whistle goes, and it is 4-0 to Borussia Dortmund away from home in the first leg of the semi-final. All 4 goals going the way of Rykov. A clinical performance from him, as he helped himself to a first-half hat-trick in the opening 17 minutes of the game and finished the tie-off surely with a late fourth, the 87th minute. Well, Mike Tulberg must be satisfied with that performance from his boys. But Hertha Berlin, a real mountain to climb coming into the second leg on Saturday. As we'll see you on Saturday for that. Thanks very much, and goodbye from me.